Chances are you've heard the expression, kids say the darndest things. Young children in particular love to share their honest thoughts. What one grandchild of a Walworth County woman had to say turned into a darn good idea for a children's book. Catherine Merck introduces the co-authors and their story that shows their love is not bound by distance.
Oh, that's a blueberry pancake. There's a lot of blueberries.
For Sloan Sullivan and her granddaughter, Brooklyn Freytag.
Perfect!
The sweetest mornings together are shared over a plate of pancakes.
We would either go to a blueberry pancake house or we would make them at home.
I remember doing it a lot when I was little, and it was really fun.
These moments are sometimes few and far between. Brooklyn lives in El Paso, and Sloan lives here in Lake Geneva. Ever since Brooklyn was born, Sloan wanted to make sure she could be around her grandchild.
I was very nervous about being a grandma for the first time and having her be so far away, kind of to the point where I was almost sad about it.
For Brooklyn, visits to Grandma's house are some of her favorites.
We love to go on boat rides and to...
Once as she was leaving Wisconsin, she said an offhanded comment that caught her grandmother's attention.
She's in charge. We were together and we were getting ready to leave, and Brooklyn was pretty sad. And so that's when she said to her dad, "You know, Dad, life is like a pancake. It's really, really good. And then you add blueberries to it, and grandparents are the blueberries of life because they make life extraordinary."
I just expected it to be something to laugh about, and then it turned into a whole story.
I was overwhelmed that a 7-year-old could say something like that and be so insightful.
The pair teased each other that her phrase would be a pretty good title for a book.
And so we did laugh about making a book together. And at first it was just a kind of not a joke, but just in the back of our heads. But Brooklyn took it seriously.
Over the course of the next few years, the two wrote down their favorite things to do with their family and pets.
This is me swimming in the summer at the pool, and my dogs like to get in the pool too.
This is one of my favorites. This is Brooklyn playing in the snow here with the dogs, making snow angels.
They brought in a local illustrator, Paul Turnbaugh.
My job is to interpret the words, turn them, give them some life visually.
He's a grandparent himself. Though this story talks about the distance Sloan and Brooklyn experience, he says that's actually one of the best parts about the job.
The great thing about grandkids is you can return them. You get to love them up, and you get tired, then you say toodaloo.
He says what started as a lighthearted concept has transformed into a hardcover, which is impressive for a young girl.
And the fact that little Brooklyn is a co-author made it extra special.
It's weird, and it's also really cool that just a few words can turn into a whole story.
Through putting it together, Sloan says it has brought her closer to her granddaughter, conquering her fears about being far apart.
We wrote it to celebrate grandparents, but we're finding that a lot of families just buy it because it really is a book about family love in general. Staying close, across the miles, staying close, just with your family.
This grandmother and granddaughter hope their book shows others facing long distance can make sweet memories.
Good job.
No matter what's on their plate.
And I think it will show grandparents that if you're nervous and afraid that your grandchild is going to be so far away and not know you, that you can make that relationship not only happen, but you can make it even more wonderful than if you live right next door.
I hope that people get closer to their family while reading it, and knowing that it's not hard to still be with your grandchild or your grandma or grandpa, even though they're far away.